Welcome at IT Project Management course. Let's start with first module. We will do the problem tree and goal tree also with stakeholders analysis based on the scenario that I will show you today as a tutorial, and also you will find assignment on Moodle which you can do on the same way as I show you here in this video tutorial. So let's start at the beginning with the case study. Please read it and do the analysis based on the problem that exists in this scenario. Convert the problem into the goal, because when we want to solve a problem, we need to convert it into the goal. But to do this, first we need to identify the causes and consequences of this problem. So I will show you step by step how to do this and how to perform correctly this assignment. Okay, let's start. This scenario is about the city. The virtual city, imaginary one, but it can be any city in the world. So let me read this scenario for you and then explain how to do step by step these assignments. In a rapidly growing coastal city, the inefficiency of public waste management system has reached critical levels. Over the past few years, the city has struggled to cope with the increasing volume of waste generated by its growing population and booming tourism industry. Overflowing bins, inconsistent waste collection schedules, and illegal dumping have become common sights in many neighborhoods. The root of the problem lies in the outdated waste collection system, which relies on manual processes and lack technological integration. Collection trucks often follow inefficient routes, leading to delays and missed pickups. Furthermore, recycling efforts have been minimal due to the absence of proper sorting facilities and public awareness campaigns. These inefficiencies have led to significant environmental and social consequences. Streets littered with garbage have turned the city reputation and a tourist destination, resulting in declining visitor numbers and economic losses. Additionally, the accumulation of waste in public spaces poses health risk, with reports of increased rodent infestation and the spread of diseases. Local media outlets have heavily criticized the city administration, placing them under intense pressure to address the crisis. In response, the mayor has called a comprehensive overhaul of waste management system, involving collaboration with waste management companies, environmental NGOs, and local communities to develop sustainable and innovative solutions. Okay, first of all, let's identify the problem, because we need to find the problem based on this story. And to do this, let's build the problem tree. Okay, so I will show you the tool problem tree. It's very easy to build. Okay, let's make it bold. But it has to, it need to have a structure that I will show you. First of all, the problem is stated in the middle of the page. You can use any tool, like you can use Miro, which is a very nice online drawing tool, but you can also use pen and paper and you can draw it, take a picture. It's up to you which one do you prefer. Okay. Inefficient public waste management system. We can call it as a main problem in our case study. So now we need to identify the causes. So everything that causes the problem, we put under the problem. Let me find the shape color, and I will put all the causes in a yellow color. Okay, so we can identify that there is outdated waste collection process. So we can put it in here, outdated waste collection process. Okay, another cause that is a cause. Yeah, it can be also under this one. Let me first state it here. Manual scheduling and routing of collection tracks. Yeah. So there is no automated system. It can be a cause why we have a problem with wastes in the city. Okay, lack of real-time data on bill fill levels and waste hotspots. Another sub-cause. Yeah. So we built a tree, and now we build something that can look like, yeah, like a tree. So we have sub-causes, and this gives a problem. Yeah. Another thing that can be identified based on this content is limited recycling infrastructure. Okay. And I think we can identify two more causes. Maybe I will move it a bit here. Yeah, so limited recycling infrastructure. Then public non-compliance and growing waste volume. These are the causes. Okay, what are the sub-causes of each identified causes? Let me also copy these shapes. But why the recycling infrastructure is limited? Because there are insufficient sorting facilities, yeah? And also because there is a poor separation of recyclables at the source. Okay. And let's connect this sub-causes with this cause. And also this one with this. Now I will also connect the public non-compliance and growing waste volume. Okay. So the sub-cause of this goes also here. There's a limited space, but I will try to put them in a correct order. Lack of awareness about paper waste disposal practices, yeah? So this is one of the sub-cause. Okay, and illegal dumping in unauthorized areas. And let's connect. Okay, I think it is clear. Growing waste volume. Let's try this. Okay, I think everything is visible. The problem is that the population is increasing, so the population growth Okay. And increase in tourism related waste. These are the identified causes. So this is the part, the bottom part of problem 3 that consists causes of the problem, yeah? Everything which is a cause, it was identified here. I will put a this is the main problem and causes. Now we need to identify consequences, yeah? So what are the consequences of this problem? Let's try to identify them. And I will use another color to make it clear for you. Okay, let's the consequences to be not gray, but this kind of, this color can be okay. Environmental impact. This is the first consequence. The second one, third one, and fourth one, because I will find 4 consequences for this problem. Health risk. Another consequence. Yeah, so you need to distinguish the cause from consequence. Economic decline. And public dissatisfaction. And now look at the direction of arrows. It's maybe not the most important thing, but when you see the direction, it's also good to identify what comes from the bottom, yeah? So when you see what comes from the bottom, the causes, and then we have consequences. Okay. And we put them above. Okay, and the same for this example, I identified the same amount on the tree. So each consequence has sub-consequences. So another thing that comes from the leaf, because leaf on the tree we call this element, yeah? Maybe I will put first the arrows and then fill the content. As I told you, if you prefer pen and paper and you don't like to draw it with your computer, you can use traditional way to diagram the trees. It's up to you. Most important, everything has to be logically connected, yeah? Okay. I think I found this. clear. Okay, environmental impact. Let's go here. Streets and public spaces littered with garbage. Illegal dumping sites causing pollution. Increased rodent infestation. Spread of disease in densely populated areas. Densely populated areas. Negative impact on tourism. Yeah, this is a sub-consequence of economic decline. And rising waste management cost for the city. I think many of European countries face this problem. Public dissatisfaction. Frustration among residents over poor service quality. Yeah, when you live in a touristic area, you as a citizen can be really dissatisfied, and you need to deal with this. Okay, so we have causes and consequences. Yeah, I will zoom it for you just to see the things. Maybe I will enlarge this problem block. Okay, and maybe let's give a yellow color for this. This is a problem tree. So first, based on this scenario, we found out all the causes of the problem and consequences. And also maybe I will name it like main problem. Yep, this is the main problem. Inefficient public waste management system, causes of the problem and consequences. We call it problem tree. Now, the goal is for you to convert this problem tree, so you can just do the copy of this tree, and now you can convert it into the consequences tree. Goal tree. Goal tree. And in goal tree, we have objectives and outcomes. Yeah, the objectives comes to convert everything into the positive outcome. So all the causes and consequences have to be converted. But we first start with the main goal. So we need to convert these are the objectives. So how to convert it? First start with the main goal. What is the main goal? If you have an inefficient public waste management system, it is establish an efficient and sustainable management system. So we convert the main problem into main goal. Okay, I will enlarge it and I will change the color into green because green looks like a positive thing. Okay, and now we can try to convert also these objectives into the positive way. Yeah, so outdated waste collected process, modernize waste collection process. So if we have something outdated, we need to make it modern. And change the color to green. Okay, manual scheduling and routing of collection trucks. Implement IoT-based sensor to monitor bin fill levels. For example, yeah, this is our goal. So we convert the cause into objective. Lack of real-time data of bin fill levels and waste hotspot. Optimize collection routes using real-time data, for example. So we give a suggestion how to solve the problem, yeah? Okay, limited recycling infrastructure. So we need to enhance recycling infrastructure. When we convert it, then we need to build state-of-art recycling and sorting facilities. As you can see, everything looks very easy to plan, yeah? So when we build the plan in our project, then we start to seek for the solution. As you can see, it's not a clear IT project, but we need to implement some IT objectives and also IT goals. Encourage public participation. Everything that have a negative sound becomes a positive sound. Yeah. Illegal dumping in unauthorized area, enforce fines for illegal dumping. Everything has its own cause that cause the problem. That's why when we identify the causes, we will be able to eliminate the problem probably. Okay. And manage increasing waste volume, because when it's increasing, we don't have influence on the volume of waste, but we can manage to check if we have influence to measure something. Collaborate with witness to for example, to reduce single-use plastics in accordance with tourists, yeah? Because the one-time plastic bottles, they are usually used by the tourist. I will put it more there, and it looks better now. So as you can see, all the causes have been converted into objectives. And also because the results, they will be not one-to-one now, because some of them will just not exist, because if we eliminate the causes, then we can name it somehow maybe positive outcomes. And as a positive outcomes, we will understand it something that has been converted into positive way. Okay, cleaner streets and public spaces. It can be, of course, based on the scenario, it can be a positive outcomes. One of the positive outcomes. Improved public health and reduced disease outbreaks. Sure, it can be a positive outcome. Boosted city image as an eco-friendly tourist destination. Of course. What else? Higher level of residents' satisfaction and tourists in the local governance. Sure, positive outcome. And maybe one more. Let's find, okay, long-term cost saving through sustainable practices. It can be also the positive outcome. So on the goal tree, the outcomes don't have to be like a mirror for the problem tree, but everything which comes positive, it can be put here in this figure or chart. So the last thing I will need you to prepare is a stakeholder analysis. So we need to identify all the people and organizations that are, I would say, involved in this project and have an influence on this project. Okay, so first of all, we will be the matrix. We can call it like a first column stakeholder. And what kind of stakeholders can we identify? Then we can identify the interest and expectations of the stakeholders, strength and weakness that we can identify from the stakeholders, yeah, and implication for the project. So if they have any influence on the project, we can also analyze it based on this one. Okay, so first of all, the first stakeholder is city administration. Then we will ask what are the interests and expectations? Improve waste management, regain public trust. What are the strengths and weaknesses? Control over resources, slow bureaucracy, yeah? Implication for the project requires strong leadership and coordination. So we can also put it like a implication for the project from the stakeholder called city administration. Then waste management firms, yeah, the companies that are responsible for waste management. Interest and expectations, efficient operations, increased profits. Strengths and weaknesses, expertise in waste logistics, limited funding. Implication for the project, essential for system modernization. Then, environmental NGOs. Interest, expectations, sustainability, reduced pollution, yeah? This is the goal for this kind of stakeholder. Strength and weaknesses, advocacy experience, lack of decision power. Yeah, these are like external stakeholders, so they don't have the real power, the executive power. But implication for the project, valuable for public awareness campaigns. So this is the thing that we can identify with environmental NGOs. Local residents. Interest expectations, cleaner neighborhoods, better health outcomes. Strengths and weaknesses, strong interest results, low compliance. And implication for the project, need education and incentivization. The last stakeholder that I identified in this scenario, it is tourism industry. Interest and expectations, maintain the city appeal to visitors. Strengths and weaknesses, high economic stakes, reluctance to change. And implications for the project, crucial for funding and waste reduction. So we have a stakeholder matrix. I will also divide it into the table. Just to show you that this is a matrix. And this table is very important because we call it stakeholder analysis. Now, the task for you is using the information provided, create a problem tree and goal tree for the case study that you can find on Moodle. Additionally, draft a short proposal for public awareness campaign to promote recycling and waste reduction. Yeah, in this case, we could do this, but your scenario is a bit different. It's about traffic problems in one of the city, but do the same way as I showed you on this video tutorial. First of all, you need to create the problem tree. I will show it just to summarize the tutorial, yeah, the problem tree. Then you need to convert it to goal tree. And based on that, you will have a stakeholder analysis. Yeah. And for you who didn't read or hear the scenario at the beginning, I will also show it one more time just to analyze and check if you create similar tools with our exercise for today. That's all from my side. I will record such scenarios for every classes just to allow you participate in this course not in the synchronous way. You asked many times that if it's possible to record. I hope you found this tutorial interesting, and just let me know if you like this way of providing content for our classes. Good luck and waiting for your projects on Moodle. See you next time.